What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some great melodies, which is to say, we're going to listen to a tune by Cole Porter, but I don't know what one it is yet. And we're not going to listen to something from this compilation, but given that it's a great band era compilation, tunes from 36 to 45, it could as well feature a Cole Porter track, a Pole Quarter track, as I was maybe going to say. And in fact, it says, it doesn't list him here, but it says, and many more. This compilation, however, does feature Cole Porter, as well as, Irving Berlin and a number of other famous music makers, songwriters. Ultimately, these compilations were both sent by hero of the channel, Kim, who, again, not only has she sent me a whole bunch of music digitally, but she sent me some awesome music in physical form as well, so you are massively appreciated as always. I know you are aware of this. But yeah, we're going to listen to whatever on this compilation they have available from Cole Porter. The only two tunes I'm familiar with, or at least that I know I'm familiar with, are Anything Goes, which I believe I originally heard Willie Scott sing, and if you know that reference, good on you. But also the Puttin' on the Ritz, which I believe I first heard/saw in the context of Young Frankenstein. So ultimately I know his music, although I suppose derivatively through popular culture. Holy smokes. This is like a really old school, it's pleasure programmed, you would like me to know. Pleasure programmed. I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds exciting. Full body tone, I love where this is going. Brilliance and clarity, realistic presence, sound as, why is photographic in scare quotes? It's photographic, trust me. An invitation, a reservation certificate to share your enjoyment with friends. Now we're bringing friends into it. It's getting very saucy in here. Let's find out what else we have. We've got Berlin, Grieg, what's up? Edvard, we've got George, Mr. Gershwin, Rachmaninoff. What else do we have? We got Puccini, The Haunting Blues of Harold Arlen. Man, so what else? Let's see where we have Mr. Porter. Where are you, Mr. Porter? I see other people referenced specifically. The Many Mellow Moods of Duke Ellington, the scintillating musical fun of Leroy Anderson, the gay Parisian Jacques Offenbach, lyrical majesty of Edvard Grieg. I'll give you that. Where are you, Mr. Porter? Is there like another flip down? I don't think so. We'll keep reading here. Oh, the sophisticated moods of Cole Porter. Well, that's side 2, record 1. Oh, this is bonus record. So we have a they don't even describe this here. Well, look at this compilation with surprises already, and I don't just mean of the salacious kind. There we go. Okay, this is disc 1. The fascinating, with like an apostrophe, rhythms of George Gershwin. Oh wait, okay, yeah, so there we go. The sophisticated moods of Cole Porter have been found. And let's see what we got. I'm assuming we have at least one of the two I mentioned. We don't. Neither of the two. We have In the Still of the Night. I've heard of that song. I may recognize it. Maybe I know it. Certainly know it by title. It's Alright With Me. That one doesn't ring a bell. Just One of Those Things. It's the kind of phrase that I've probably heard, but I can't think of a song, or at least an oldie-timey song of that title. I Get a Kick Out of You, Let's Do It, Let's Fall in Love. Which, it seems like normally it's in the other order, but here, they're working backward, I suppose. And then Night and Day. So yeah, I guess we'll go with In the Still of the Night, because I may be familiar with this. I guess we'll have to see. I have to keep these reservations to invite my friends when we get our full-body tones going. Where are we here? Okay, so is that? Yes, here we go. Alright, so it's the first track. Here we go. This is The Sophisticated Moods of Cole Porter from the Reader's Digest, or is this one? That one's the Reader's Digest? Is this one? I forget what it's. I think it is Reader's Digest, but I forget what it's just the Magical World of Melody compilation, I guess. But yes, Cole Porter, and the tune is In the Still of the Night. heard it. I've definitely heard
When the world is in slumber,
it. Not me.
the times without number, darling, when I say to you, you love me as I love you. Are you my life to be, my dream come true? Or will this dream of mine fade out of sight?
It very much sounds like music I would have heard at my maternal grandparents' house. My grandpa used to listen to stuff like this all the time.
On the rim of the hill, in the chill, still of the
Prelude to an afternoon of a porter. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Probably longer. So is that? It looks like it's still the first cut. See a big ballroom dancing to it, certainly. that's the second tune, right? So what are you doing to me, you crazy, misleading, confusing... Just one of those things? We heard the first 2 tracks. Well, okay, so there's no gaps between them. There was that moment where I suspected that maybe it had, like, actually transitioned, but, like, there's no formal cut. And even the one now, which I see we sort of went past, it's not like a full break. So these are, I guess, done not like really a medley style, but it's like, in Discogs parlance, it's partially mixed, I guess. Either way, I guess I'll put it up that we listened to both In the Still of the Night and It's Alright With Me, which seemed to be an entirely instrumental tune, given that the next time we heard a vocal, it was just one of those things. So, which, you know, the proper name, not the common. Nevertheless, yeah, I mentioned, you know, it makes me think of, like, going to my grandparents' house. My grandpa used to watch, like, the Lawrence Welk show, and he would listen to music like this. Again, it also speaks to, like, a big ballroom, people in, you know, fine outfits, and, you know, perhaps, again, this, like, 1940s, like, you know, a movie with, like, 100 extras and so on. It kind of has that feel to it. But again, but what I looked at when the piece first started, because I was curious if we were going to actually have vocals, because the way the framing of the compilation, it could just be, you know, these were instrumentals and so on, but in the introduction it says, a lot of nonsense has been written over the years about the difference between popular and classical music. There are long-haired critics, wow, calling out people with long hair. So what year was this written? This has got to be like the 50s or something. Does it say? I'm not sure. I feel like, you know, the epithet of long hair, I feel like it's very mid-20th century. There are long-haired critics who seem to feel there is something reprehensible about so-called popular music, and there are others who feel that anybody who claims to enjoy an opera or symphony is a hypocrite. But of course, or both of course, are wrong, among other reasons. There is simply no hard and fast distinction between popular and classical music. Great music can be popular or classical or both. And that's what makes great music, and what makes great music is, more often than not, melody. 3 basic ingredients of any piece are rhythm, harmony, and melody. Rhythm is what you dance to or march to or snap your fingers to. Harmony is music's architecture, providing the body and form which appeal to the mind of the connoisseur. Melody is the tunefulness which makes the heart sing, that inexplicable element which makes music truly magical. That's je ne sais quoi. But yeah, so I guess the idea is that, you know, whether it's more popular or more classical, the idea here is the quality of the melody. And Cole Porter, you know, again, I'm aware of his fame when it comes to songwriting and music making. So yeah, cool pair of tunes. I definitely recognize the vocal part of In the Still of the Night, so I don't know where I would have heard that before. Maybe in a film, maybe at my grandparents' house, I'm not sure, but definitely some classic stuff. Looking forward to going through, you know, much more of this and and I feel like in particular this one will be a nice companion to my 1930s film watch-alongs, which I haven't, like, abandoned. I just, you know, I got so into doing some of the other watch-alongs, but my plan is to, in the next couple weeks, to come back and do the next movie. And I have like 6 of those compilations, and I'm only on the second film of 5 of the second compilation. So I have like 30 of those films waiting to go through. So yeah, I'll get back to one of those soon. And maybe at that time I'll do my first reaction to this compilation. Shout out to you once again, Kim. You are masterful. You are a hero. And let me know what the rest of you think. Peace.